Five, four, three, two, one.
Ready?
Just relax and enjoy the ride.
In crowd, 815. In crowd, 815. In crowd, 815. In crowd, 815. 815.
Pretty safe to say that we really only realize how loud modern life is these days when the power goes out. I'm Greg. He's Tom. This is your In Crowd 815 podcast for the 31st day of January, the year 2026, the latest it has ever been, my friend.
In the history of mankind. Yeah, when the power goes out, you really know who the big mouths are, don't you?
Ain't that the truth?
Yep.
That the truth? And we've been pretty lucky with the storms and stuff.
Aunt Sally, can you tone it down a bit, please? Dang.
I once worked with a client. I should say clients. It was a husband and wife duo that always talked loud, no matter if we were in a quiet room, a loud room. It didn't matter. What was the Saturday Night Live skit? Voice modulation. I'm
not familiar with that one, but I worked with a gal. I won't say where. I won't say because whatever.
No,
and I called her. I didn't call her to her face. I should have, but I didn't. No, I shouldn't have. It was me. I called her Loudy McLouder.
Loudy McLouder.
Because she was the loudest human being I've ever heard in my life.
There's an appropriate time to be loud, for sure, but
yeah,
not 100% of the time. We don't need to be loud.
Loudy McLouder. That was. I know it's not terribly creative, but it was. Every time I said it, I kind of laughed a little to myself.
Okay, it's all right. We can hear you.
Well,
we've got a good show for you, and the person's probably still sleeping next to you, so maybe give them a little nudge and say, hey, Greg and Tom are talking. Time to listen to what's going on in the 815. We're going to be talking.
What? I'm up. All
right, okay. Wake up.
Wake up.
Furry McFurface.
That's right. No animals were harmed during the filming of this segment. He's a good old boy. He's good.
Region Illinois of Special Olympics Illinois has a great representation amongst the state and the nation and the world. And we're going to be talking about Special Olympics Illinois and their upcoming Polar Plunge event coming up. But before we get into that, we need to take care of some business. Our big number of the week this week is 890 billion. And for some reason, the graphic that I had, 850 billion, the graphic that AI made for me today didn't include the number for some reason. I don't know why, but it stiffed me the number. It said, no, I'm not putting the number on there this time for you. Okay. Holiday or Hasbro? One of those words is the answer to the question, what has something to do with our big number of the week this week? 850 billion, billion with a B. And the answer is it Holiday or Hasbro? Put your guess in the comments and let us know. You might win an In Crowd 815 t-shirts, maybe a gift card. Who knows? We gave away some great gift cards and t-shirts Thursday night. Before we get to our guest, quick shout out to our host for the first In Crowd 815 networking group event of 2026, Lucha Cantino. Josh Binding over there had a great setup for us at Lucha Cantina, and we had a lot of new people. Thank you for inviting people out, and thank you to those who braved the kind of cold. It wasn't terribly cold on Thursday night, but it was cold, and they came out, met some new people. Some people won some prizes. One lady got a chance to get up on stage and address the crowd, and she enjoyed that. So yeah, we had a really good time. And the not-for-profit represented, or that was supposed to be represented Thursday night, is the Golden Apple Foundation. They're selling city tins right now, and I wanted to make sure everyone knows this right here. This is the city tin for Rockford. Probably the best deal going. In this tin right here are 29 coasters. And I can see all these coasters. All these coasters, and each of them is a coupon, and each of them is $10 off a purchase of $30 or more. So this last week, in fact, last Sunday, my wife and I took out the little spinner mechanism that's inside the tin, and we gave it a spin, and it landed on Francesco's, but it wasn't open yet. So we spun it again, and it landed on Backyard Grill and Bar. So we went to Backyard Grill and Bar for our first City Tin coupon meal of 2026. We got $10 off our meal of $30 or more. And
if my math is correct, that is a 33% savings.
Yeah. And here's the kicker, Tom. These City Tins only cost $30. So you use it 3 times, it's paid for.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's 29 in here. So there's KBQ, there's Prairie Street, there's Green Fire, there's Lucha Cantina, Fozzie's, Woodfire, Norwegian, Backyard, Olympic. There's all of them are on this city, in the City Tin. And these are available at some gift stores, and then all the most of the participating restaurants have these as well. So,
and every place is a memorable place. Like, for example, oh my God, I went to Norwegian the other day. What a great place that is. I am definitely going back, or something like that. And there are a few on there that I haven't been to. So I might pick me one up. Where do I get it?
Got to get these. Pick them up at, I think, Dragonfly or Porch, the gift stores.
Okay. I know where Porch is. That's over there by over by Woodman's.
Over
right?
by Woodman's. I think.
Yeah.
I think so. So anyway,
yeah,
check those out. Highly, highly, highly recommend. All right, let's get to our guests. They're waiting in the wings and ready to talk to us about Special Olympics Illinois. We're going to bring onto the screen Dawn and Susan, and our lead organizer for the Polar Plunge, Pat Hoey. Pat, by the way, before I forget, today is Pat's brother's birthday. Brad, happy birthday, buddy. Hope you're doing well, my man.
I hope your brother's watching.
my big brother, he's and I did a Facebook shout out to him, and since he's 64, I put the Beatles "Wish When I'm 64" song to it.
Nice move.
Very good.
Nice move. Nice move. Well, let's meet our guest, and let's see if our screen will take care of us. We haven't met Dawn yet, so we're going to put Dawn on the hot seat first today. Good morning, Dawn.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining us today. We want to know a little bit about you before we get into the event itself. So where did Dawn Vanderhoof grow up?
Well, I originally grew up from Woodstock, Illinois.
Okay.
I went to Woodstock High School. Home of the Blue Streaks.
Home of the Blue Streaks. You got to like the Blue Streaks.
Mm-hmm. And I moved out this way about, 12 years ago now.
Okay.
And it's not home to me, but it's home.
Okay. Okay.
Couldn't afford the prices out in McHenry County. It's too expensive.
I hear that as a realtor all the time. People move out this direction, and even if they keep their jobs out there, they commute because it's cheaper to live here than there.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
A lot of people do that. And these days, what do people find you doing besides Special Olympic stuff? What do you do for work here around Northern Illinois?
I work in Harlem School District. I've been there for 10 years now. I'm a bus assistant for disabled kids.
Okay. At the high school or the middle school or elementary schools? Where do you go?
I do pre-K all the way up to high school.
Okay. So you go where they need you for the day.
Right now, I'm doing an outside route because we do have buses that go outside the district
Okay.
for special needs. So I am doing an outside school, but I still do the pre-K for their school
Okay.
in the late morning.
Well, that tells me then you have to be outside for a bit of an extended period of time. What is your trick to staying warm when it's so cold like it's been?
Dress warm. Dress, dress warm. I mean, we used I double layer. I do, but then when you get on the bus, some of the buses don't heat up quite right,
No.
so they're cold.
You can't plan on the bus to be warm. It won't be necessarily cold maybe, but you can't plan on the buses to be actually warm enough to unzip your coat.
But in the summer, they're worse because you have no air.
Right?
So it's a win-win situation.
What would
But
you
I enjoy what I do.
what
I
would you
really do.
rather have? What would you rather have, right? The cold or the warm? I don't know. At least in the
Warm,
wintertime,
warm.
you throw it up.
I'm warm all the way.
All right.
That's me. When this weather first started, I said, "Can it go away, please?"
Yep, I agree.
It's just been too cold. It's been too cold. All right. Well, we'll put you to the side and bring Susan up on the screen and talk to Susan about her. We've had her on the show before, but remind people where you grew up and where you went to school, Susan.
So I've lived in Rockford. So I went to Whitehead Elementary, Lincoln Middle School, and Guilford High School.
Guilford Viking. Susan's Guilford Viking. I'm sorry. I need a drink of water. Go ahead. Keep going.
So, and then, so I've been here pretty much, I've grown up here. I haven't lived anywhere else like Dawn.
All right.
It seems strange that if you went to Whitehead, you didn't go to Flynn. How come?
I don't know why I didn't go to Flynn. I think
I mean, it's right next door, literally across the parking lot. But anyway,
yeah. So I don't really know why I didn't go to Flynn. It's just that's where I ended up at was Lincoln Middle School.
Okay. And then we've got Pat joining us today. Pat's new to the show too, so we need to learn a bit about Pat. Tell us about yourself. Where'd you grow up, Pat?
I'm a South Beloiter. Grew up in South Beloit, and then we moved to Rockton. So in the state line area, I currently live with my wife just outside of Roscoe. So I've enjoying Northern Illinois and the Rockford area my whole life.
So were you a Hananiga Indian?
I was an Indian. Yes, I was at Hananiga 3 days this week watching the Indians play basketball.
Nice. What was your thing in high school? What was your thing?
I was a student leader. I was the treasurer of my class, and then on student council. I rode on my two brothers' coattails, Brad and Steve. They were both president of the student council. So my senior year, I became president, and it was a whole family affair because while we were there, both my parents were teaching at Hananiga. So for 2 years, there were 5 Hoeys in the school.
There's some definite positives and some definite negatives to having your parents in the school you attend. Am I right?
Yeah, the positive was I always knew where to look for lunch money. I could track my parents.
Right.
There you go. Yeah.
My kids had to experience that too because they all went to Christian Life and my wife taught there. So everyone knew, they couldn't get in trouble because.
Yep. Negative was my senior year. I had my mom for first hour and my dad for last hour. So I had to be there on time and stay there the whole day.
No, thank you.
There are stories we could probably pry out of Pat today, but we're not going to go there. We're just going to leave that alone.
Very much.
we're gonna move on and talk about this awesome event. I tell you what, before we get to the event itself, tell us a little bit about the Special Olympics Illinois, Pat. What would you like to say about Special Olympics Illinois in general?
Well, it's from my heart. I've been a volunteer with the Torch Run and Special Olympics for 38 years. I was very blessed March of last year to be selected to be on the board of directors. So I'm the only member of the board of directors that represents the Rockford area, or the 815 area, and I'm very proud of that. Got to meet all these excellent athletes like Dawn and Susan, and just the thousands, not only in Illinois, but I've been blessed by the torch run to travel literally the world. I've been over to China carrying the Flame of Hope for the international games back in 2017. I've been all over the U.S., to the Bahamas, up in Canada. Just really had a great time. Was also the just couple years ago, we hosted the international conference, torch run conference in Chicago, and I was the co-chair for that. So really been blessed. What a great organization that really supports to make sure our Special Olympics athletes can compete in athletic competition free of charge, and also supports their wellness and their families. So blessed to be a supporter of Special Olympics Illinois.
They've been around for a while now, and they've got some pretty awesome presence online, and of course, a lot of what they do. I think it's promoted pretty well. It is Special Olympics, and this is a question I should probably have known before I even brought you on. Is Special Olympics affiliated with the Paralympics that happens after the Olympic Games that happen?
Not at all. Special Olympics is for those athletes with intellectual disabilities.
All right, completely separate things. That's kind of what I assumed, but I didn't want to assume it'd be wrong. So,
and it's an international organization, but it was started right here in Chicago in 1968 by Eunice Kennedy Shriver. So we're very proud in Illinois to be the impetus of Special Olympics going back to 1968, and we have a flame of eternal flame right outside Soldier Field, right between the Field Museum and Soldier Field. So if you're ever in that area, you can go look at the Special Olympics Flame of Hope Eternal.
Good deal. Well, Susan and or Dawn, have either one of you done the polar plunge before, or is this the first time for you? Susan, let's go with you first.
This is my second year doing it. Last year was my first, and Dawn, I asked Dawn last year, I was like, what did you get me into? I am cold. But this year I'm more prepared, Dawn, I promise.
Yeah, how about you, Dawn? This is your second or third time?
No, this is like my fourth or fifth time.
Hey.
I started getting into the polar plunge because Harlem's our transportation department. We started our own team, and one of the drivers goes, Dawn, you want to get your hand in here? I'm like, I don't know, but sure, why not? So, and for me, this organization means the world to me, because without Special Olympics, for what they do for us is unbelievable. It's meaningful, and I'm glad that by me doing the polar plunge, it donates what this organization means to me and giving back to what they've given us.
It is something kind of some people might think it's kind of extreme, which it kind of is, isn't it?
People at work tell me that you're crazy. I said, but I'm jumping in for a reason.
Yeah.
Okay, so Dawn, do you think any less of anybody who says, okay, here's your $10 donation or your $25 or whatever, I'm not going to jump in, I'm just going to donate?
No. Whatever you donate goes to us as a team, and it goes to us to help with our medals, our banquets, stuff like that, and it goes directly back to us.
All right. So the reason I'm asking is I'm certain that a lot of people would love to donate, but do not want to jump into the cold water. I can't do that. I will donate, but I can't jump into the cold water. Sorry.
You're seeing on the screen right now the looks like the leaderboard for what's going on for the polar plunge at Olson Lake in March. Sarah, Stephanie, Polar Bear Perez, and Polar Bear Perez are top team and top most members. And they're getting closer to their goal. There's Susan on the leaderboard there, not far behind Stephanie.
Scroll all the way to the bottom to see me. I just created my page, so I'm starting out at $100. So go to Plunge, Illinois, and support the three of us, please.
Yeah, absolutely. I've got a link in the chat. So if you're on Rumble, Facebook, or YouTube, you should see that link in the chat. That'll take you right to this page. And $14,000 toward their $45,000 goal so far. And it's only January 31st, so you still got a month and a half or so to get this taken care of. The event is March 7th, so less than a month and a half, a little over a month.
Well, if I'm correct, I don't know if I'm correct, but don't we still take donations until the end, Pat?
Yep, to the end of March, you have time to make your donations, and I want to say, last year in the Rockford Plunge, we raised just over 120,000. We had 500 plungers. And this is the 21st year of the Rockford Plunge.
21 years of jumping in the cold lake water to support Special Olympics activities. And I got to say, especially in the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about how healthy it is to do cold plunges. So even if you're just doing this for your health, come on out. It's good for you to do this once in a while. Yeah. Am I
Me and Susan are taking the plunge. We're going all the way in this year.
All the way, like under the water.
Yeah.
Coming out.
Get ready for that, Pat.
Okay. Well, Greg, I also want to mention on February 21st, we're doing a plunge at Northern Illinois University. This is year number 3. It's growing like crazy. The college kids are getting involved. So if you go to Plunge, Illinois, you can see at the top of the page, the College Cup, which is a competition between colleges and universities in Illinois, as well as the Cool School Challenge, which is a competition with the high schools in Illinois. So if you're a college kid or a high school and you want to get your educational experience by jumping in cold water, create a team or jump a team and make some money.
We've got, I'll put these links in the chat as well. They're at Huskie Stadium at NIU. That's happening on February 21st. And then if you're south of Rockford, you want to go down to Mendota. They're doing it on February 28th. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, the Rockford Plunge here at Rock Cut State Park on March 7th. So 3 opportunities here in Northern Illinois to do a polar plunge at a place that's closest to you, or maybe has a significant place in your heart. You want to go to one of those over another. That is there too. So, as far as this year's events, want to tell us a little bit about what you're participating in this year? I know Susan's been telling me about practicing for basketball, and how's that been going for you?
Pretty good. We're just getting ready for stakes. My state tournament is that weekend after. That's in Bloomington, Illinois. So if anyone wants to come out and support us, I think we'll be playing Friday, but I don't know the times or anything. And then I'll be back into my track season right after that.
And you've been doing
Quite
track
the
for a while
athlete.
now.
What?
How long have you been doing track now? It's been a while.
Since I joined in 2002, like I said to you guys. So I've been probably doing all this for like 24 years now.
That's wild. That's awesome.
Susan's a gazelle. I've seen her run many times.
Which is why they keep having her back, right? Get back on the track. How about Dawn? What's up for Dawn this year for activities?
Okay. Well, I don't only just do Special Olympics. I'm also an athlete leader. And I have joined the athlete leader about 1.5 years ago. And right now I'm doing a lot of charity events. And the opportunities that's been coming my way lately has been incredible. I just got done doing basketball. And before skills, I do basketball skills, I fractured my finger. So even with me fracturing my finger, I still competed and I still took fourth. I do bowling, I do basketball, I do track, and I've been doing it now for, God, 30 years.
Wow. Good for you. That's awesome. If someone wanted to plug in and volunteer for this event or any of the other Special Olympics events coming up this year, is there a need for people to help register people, or what kind of volunteer opportunities are involved this year, Pat?
We are always in need in volunteer. Volunteers are the backbone of Special Olympics. So if you go to soill.org and right there, click on the volunteer tab. Sign up to volunteer in your area at all these different events, but we can't run these games and these fundraisers without volunteers. You know, just the spring games we do at Harlem High School. You know, we need anywhere from 600 to 700 volunteers to help us run those games. So it's a great way to if you're a high school or middle school student, you need those volunteer hours to get involved. But if you just really want to be engaged in your community, become a Special Olympics volunteer.
Awesome.
And you get a free T-shirt every time, so that's good too.
That's fun too. So yeah, we've got soill.org up on the screen now, and learn more. There's a place to donate. There's a place to learn more about how to help out as well. So check that out. Awesome. All right. Is there anything else that we didn't ask you about today that you wanted to make sure we talk about before we let you go about your weekend?
Well, personally, we'd like everybody to help raise the temperature outside before the March 7th. I've plunged in some very cold weather, not as cold as it's been the last couple of weeks, but you know, we want it cool. We want the sun out. Little to no wind is the best. But at Rock Cut, you get sometimes that wind coming from the north right across the lake can be really bone chilling. So, but really, if you can't plunge, support the plungers. But overall, just become a volunteer and support our wonderful athletes.
I have a unique way of raising the temperature. You switch it from March 7th to May 7th. The water's still going to be cold. I can't stress this enough. The water will still be cold.
I think
what kills me is you see the polar plungers in Florida and Hawaii and Jamaica. I'm like, come on, are you kidding me?
get out of here.
They put
Yeah.
not the same. Not the same when Olson Lake is 34 degrees and you have to cut through 24 inches of ice to get to it. So
I think maybe, ladies, we should encourage people by just letting them know probably two important things. Correct me if I'm wrong, but there's probably two important things we need to share with people so maybe they'll feel a little more inclined to try this year. But first off, it's not a polar swim, okay? You're not getting in and staying in for like 5 or 10 minutes. It's a polar plunge. You're getting wet and you're getting out. So it's as quick as you want it to be.
Yeah.
And the second thing,
it is.
I've seen photos and videos of this event in the past, and it always seems to me that there's a tent with a warmer in it so that people get a place to dry off and get warm right away after they're done plunging. Am I right about that?
Yes,
Yes.
and there is also warm towels that they try to have for after you plunged, and like I said, it's not bad. People think plunging it's not that bad. You're in, you're out. And for what I have done, as many years as I've done it, I've even fell in before. Okay, guys.
By accident.
Yes, I did, but it was worth it. When I first got in there, I'm like, I don't know about this. But then after I've done it, it's easy. It's a piece of cake. But if you cannot plunge, please donate. Every little bit helps us.
Yes, for
Yeah.
sure. We love your guys' tribute to this. Please donate if you can. If you want to come out and watch it, if you're brave enough, please do. We appreciate anything you can do.
Yeah, if you look at the banner right there that you've been showing throughout, we can't do this without our sponsors. So if you've got a local company or corporation, there's great sponsorship opportunities to support Special Olympics and the Polar Plunge.
Well, here's another good piece of information so that people maybe are slightly more encouraged. The registration and the fun stuff starts at 9:30, but the plunge itself does not start until noon. So, so here's hoping that March 7th, 2026 at Olson Lake at Rockford State Park. It's a sunny, unseasonably warm day. It could happen.
Sunny, no wind. 35 to 45 degrees is a festival atmosphere right there for the Polar Plunge.
I hear. That's what I'm saying. So, 21st annual Rockford Plunge, Saturday, May 7th at Olson Lake over there at Rockford State Park, and a fun, festive time. If you just can't make yourself plunge, volunteer, help out with the tent and the warming station and whatever else you can help out with, and of course make any kind of size of donation that you can afford, and it'll help out the cause. So all right, well, I think if you are in agreement, I think we covered all the bases today. Anything else that we want to talk before we do us a little bit of trivia with Tom?
Oh, thanks for having us. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. And like I said again, we could not do this without your support in getting it out there. Also, thank you, boys. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Tom and Greg, for having us, and thank you for having me again.
I'm hoping to be out
And
there.
Pat,
problem.
thank you for what you do.
Yes, Pat, thank you very much for staying involved with us. I mean,
Thank you. You ladies are my inspiration, so I appreciate that.
All right, stay on the screen. You're going to help me with today's Tom trivia, which we need this to play.
It's time for Tom's Trivia Challenge on the In Crowd 815 podcast. Good luck.
Thanks for the good luck there, Snoopy. Appreciate that.
Had to get my little helper.
All
That's
right.
what it's all about. This Snoopy. Spaceman Snoopy.
Spaceman Snoopy helping us out today. Now, here's my goal. Pat, Susan, and Dawn, here's my goal every week on the podcast. Tom brings us 7 questions. As long as we get 4 of them correct, I feel good about the rest of my weekend. Just 4 out of 7. Sometimes we get 6. A couple times we've gotten all 7. So let's see what we can do.
All right, and Greg, as I always say, let the guests guess first, and then you're the backup. But sometimes, if you sense that they don't,
I jump in wherever I want.
Absolutely. Yep. You got this. All right, folks. Let me just tell you right at the outset. These questions are never designed to make you feel bad. I don't want anybody walking away going, God, we're lousy at trivia. No. These are general questions. They're not terribly easy, but they're not terribly hard. I try to go middle of the road as much as possible. All right, here we go. Question number 1. I label all of my questions. The first one is "You Spin Me Round and Round." It's the song. I forgot who sings it, but anyway.
I don't know, maybe.
No. You spin me round and round. I can't remember who it is.
I know what song you're talking about, but I'm trying to think.
But anyway, but that's just the title of the question. It has nothing to do with the song. All right, here we go. Does the term spin class refer to spinning yarn or riding a stationary bike?
Riding a stationary bike. That's what I'm going to say.
Spin class. Susan thinks it's bikes. That's the only thing I've seen when I've heard about spin class is a bunch of bikes. So I'm thinking I'm on board with Susan.
All right.
Yeah,
well, you're wise to be on board with Susan. It is riding a stationary bike. And the funny thing is, I didn't know that until about, 4 years ago. only because I'd never given it a second thought. I had no idea. Spin class? What is that? And I saw somebody, it was on a Hallmark movie of all things, and somebody's riding a stationary bike, and she goes, "Oh, spin class is going to kill me yet." And she takes a drink of water. I said, "Oh, that's spin class. Okay. Wow." Anyway,
Nice. All
question number 2, Rochester versus Rochester. It sounds like a court case, doesn't it? All right, here we go. The states of Minnesota and New York both have a Rochester. Which has a larger population? Is it Rochester, New York, or Rochester, Minnesota?
That's a really good question.
I'm saying New York.
I'm saying Minnesota.
I'm saying Minnesota as well.
Gregors, what do you say?
Rochester, Minnesota has the Mayo Clinic, so I know it has a lot going on. But Rochester, New York is in the state of New York, and you'd think there's a lot of population there. I don't know how big Rochester, New York is. I've never been there. So I'm going to go to Minnesota just because of the Mayo Clinic's there. I think there's a lot of people there.
Okay, so Rochester, New York has 211,328. Rochester, Minnesota, 121,000.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Should have went with that.
I was going to say
Sorry,
if you had
Greg, didn't know
a
that one.
tie, I was going to say, Greg, pick a coin and flip it, and heads is New York, tails is Minnesota, whatever. All right. Here we go. We may go with 8 questions today because this is a really good one. I want to do this one. What 1996 movie started the whole "you had me at" craze?
I know the answer to this one, so I'm going to let them guess first. Now, I remember the answer to this one.
I believe the quote was "you had me at hello." I think that's what it was.
It's a Tom Cruise movie.
Well, you're going to give hints away now.
I'm going to give a hint because they look a little stumped. So it's a earlier Tom Cruise movie.
it's not.
I have no clue.
It's not.
Yeah.
Is it McGuire?
Yes, she's got it. Woo-hoo!
Yes. Jerry Maguire.
Jerry Maguire. Good movie. Good movie.
Okay.
The brain is 8 pounds or whatever the little kid says. I forget what he says, but did you know how much the brain weighs?
And Tom Cruise, if I remember his reaction, was kind of dismissive, like, okay.
Show me the money!
Yeah, show me the money. All right, here's one. NBA's all-time bests. Which NBA franchise won the most games ever in a single regular season?
Ooh, basketball question for you, Susan.
I don't know.
What was the best basketball team in your memory?
Yeah, I'm going to give you 2 options: the Chicago Bulls or the Golden State Warriors.
So probably in my time it would have been the Bulls because we had Michael Jordan back then. So I would probably have to say the Bulls, but I could be wrong.
I think it's the Warriors. I really do. I think it's the Warriors.
All right. Anybody want to make a tie break here?
I'm with Don.
Going with the Warriors.
Good. Golden State Warriors, believe it or not, 73-9. They did that in 2015 and 2016. The Bulls had done 72-10. So Susan, you were on the right track there in 95 and 96. The funny thing about it is that the Bulls actually won their championship. Golden State lost in 7 games to Cleveland. LeBron in Cleveland.
That was the year that the Warriors lost to LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Yeah.
Yeah, and they were up 3 games to 1. Do you think they just kind of sat back and said, "Yeah, we got this. No problem.
We got this."
All right.
Nope.
All right. Yeah. So you guys are, let's see what you are here. You are, I got to mark that one as a yes. Yeah, you are 3-1. Very good. Okay. I'm going to skip that one for now. And I'm going to go to. All right. This one is called Doggone It. What is the name of the dog sled race from Anchorage to Nome every year?
The Iditarod.
Yes. The Iditarod. Very good.
Aren't they doing that right now, or they just finished it?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
One of our past guests who runs Blue 815, Andrea, she's big into the Iditarod. She loves it. She's gone and volunteered there before.
Really?
And if I remember correctly, she was scheduled to go volunteer again this year, and she fell ill, so she couldn't go.
Well, maybe Andrea should go join the polar plunge if she likes cold so much.
There we go.
All right.
She's
All right, here we go.
She's a area person, so yep.
Which mythical creature is said to punish naughty children during the holiday season, according to Austrian folklore?
Austrian folklore, punishing children for being naughty at Christmas time?
Yep.
I don't know.
Oh, the only thing I can think of is the elf on the shelf thing.
Right? Austrian Christmas characters. Is that where Santa Claus comes from, or
Dang, Dawn, I wish we could ask our Australian pen pals.
help us out? Yeah, I'm stumped on this one. This one's
really
not helping me at all. Yeah, we got the elf on the shelf, but that's kind of a newer thing. Folklore. I don't know. I'm really lost on this one.
All right.
I'm gonna take a guess, but is it a gnome?
Gnome.
No, it's Krampus.
Krampus. See,
Right.
I couldn't think of that for some reason.
Right. We've got a couple more because we're going to extend this a little bit just because I'm having fun with it. In the 1980 Christmas classic, Home Alone, what was the self-titled nickname of the two ne'er-do-well burglars who try to rob the McAllister household as the family goes on vacation? Minus Kevin.
It's oh God, what's his name?
It's the Wet Bandits. It's the Wet
Bandits. Yes, it is.
Yes.
It's the Wet Bandits.
Yes. All right. We have I think that might have been 7, was it?
That was 7.
Yeah, that was 7. But we got to do our. So you guys were really good.
You're 5 out of 7. We have a good day.
5 and 2. Here's a bonus question for no money, no. It's well, it's $25 a square to match and the chance to play in the bonus round. I'm kidding. All right, here we go. Here is your final question. It is Packer trivia, and this is. I don't know if any of you really care about Packer trivia. But it's more for Greg.
Dawn and I are not Packer fans. I'm a Bears fan. I don't know what Dawn is.
Boo!
I would get a boo because I'm a Dallas fan.
Dallas
yeah,
fan.
double boo. Double boo.
Hey,
Pat, what about you? What are you?
Bear fan.
Woo! Yay for it! Woo! I'm not the only Bears fan in the room.
God almighty. All
now,
right.
Tom's acting goofy, but the truth be told, we're glad the rivalry's back, so that the next few years, both teams are going to be good. The rivalry is back. We can no longer say that.
Speak for yourself. I like winning 43-10. All right.
I do have to admit the last 2 games against you guys were really good for the Bears and the Packers.
Okay, and they never, ever, ever should have happened that way. I can't believe how a team could blow a lead like that. You got a 21-3 lead going in the second half with the ball. Don't even get me started. All right.
All right.
Here we go. Who did Brett Favre beat in his one and only Super Bowl win? Just think of it, be an AFC team, obviously. Greg, I know you know this. I think you do anyway. Who did Brett Favre beat in his one and only Super Bowl win?
So just so you know, Aaron Rodgers beat the Steelers when he was in the Super Bowl. So it's not the Steelers. Brett Favre went into 2 Super Bowls, and one he lost to the Broncos.
Yep.
But
the previous year, I will give you a hint. He beat the team who has 12 Super Bowl appearances. Not wins, but Super Bowl appearances.
Don's
the
Patriots. Yeah. Patriots. There you go. And technically, the Patriots only have 11, but since next Sunday is their Super Bowl appearance, that'll be 12. So
they will be
very
back.
good. Very good.
I don't think they have a chance this year. I think it's going to be Seattle.
Oh, whoa, without question.
I'm,
Without question. If
I'm
you,
hoping it's Seattle.
yeah, no, I don't care one way or the other. I want a good game, and I fear that it won't be a good game. I really do believe that Seattle's just going to be, and I think it's going to be close early on because both teams are hyped. It's the Super Bowl. Maybe they're nervous, but I just believe that this game is going to be crazy in the second half, and it's probably going to be like 34-13. That's something. That's what I think. It's probably going to be like 17-13 at the half. So,
Well,
my thought.
we one more time again. The Polar Plunge is coming up, and March 7th at Olson Lake at Rockford State Park. There are other ones as well. If you want to do it earlier than that, Huskie Stadium at NIU has theirs on February 21st, and down in Mendota they've got theirs on February 28th. So there's opportunities, 3 opportunities here in Northern Illinois to support Special Olympics Region A at the Polar Plunge this year. Register to plunge or donate to a plunger. Come on out, be a part. It's March 7th. So maybe we'll get lucky and have an unseasonably warm day. It could happen. That's all I'm saying. It could happen.
Okay, Greg. So even if it was 72 degrees, let's just say we had this warm front, that water is still going to be 35 degrees. I am just, look, I'm not trying to discourage anybody. Donate. You don't have to plunge, donate. But if you plunge, that is better, right?
Good for the body. Good for the body.
Yeah.
Well, Dawn, Susan, Pat, thanks for joining us today. Have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll catch up with you hopefully in March. I hope to see you there. I'm planning on at least showing up. All right.
That'd be great. Thank you so much. You guys are great. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All
Have a
right.
good day. Bomber. Our big number of the week. That was a little fun, wasn't it? That was hyper.
Oh, I'm kind of bummed I didn't get to meet Susan the last time when we did the golf thing. I'm looking forward to meeting her one day. She's such a nice girl. I very much appreciate her. She's
well.
awesome.
The plunge doesn't start till noon on March 7th, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to make it there after our podcast is done that day.
I'll go out there with you. That's the plan anyway. That's the plan.
All right. 850 billion is our big number of the week this week. And the question is, which does it have to do with, the holiday or Hasbro? And let me see here. You have given me an answer, and I want to double check to make sure I get it right because I was on something else on my phone there for a second. Okay, there's your answer. Okay. So holiday purchase returns are happening in full swing here in January, obviously. An estimated 17%, Tom, 17% of holiday purchases get returned.
Wow.
That feels high. 82% of people will return a holiday gift within a month after receiving it. So they're doing that right now. This is according to the National Retail Federation. Historically, January and February are the biggest months for returns. There's an outfit called Return Queen. They expect to see 15 to 20% increase in demand for returns this year. And it's not just a seasonal thing. Americans have estimated to return how much merchandise in 2025?
I don't want to know.
$850 billion worth of merchandise. I'm going to take the point this week. Oh, he's coming back. Look out, everybody. 850 billion worth of merchandise returned in 2025. Overall return rates have doubled since 2019. Of course, returns can be a bit of a nuisance for consumers, but for retailers, they can be a huge cost. There was a report in 2023 that came out, found that processing a return often cost retailers 30% of the item's original price. And a lot of those returns end up in the landfill. So that's why,
That's why a lot of times when you call a place, sorry to interrupt, but when you call a place and say, hey, listen, I got this in the mail, or, I ordered it, whatever, and it's bad, they will say, Just keep it. We'll refund you the money.
Right. Can we send you a new one, or do you just want to keep it? And
Yeah.
that's been the case for a lot of things in the last few years. Is Amazon has found that out too. It's not worth the effort to replace it and have you send it back. Although I did order something before Christmas this year, and I was like, this is not what I ordered, and they did want me to send it back, so they made me send it back, which is fine. In Rockford, if you have an Amazon return, they're partnered with Kohl's. So you can go over to the Kohl's store on State Street, and in the back of their store, they have an Amazon returns desk, all specifically for stuff to return to Amazon.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
it's all
crazy.
set up right there. As far as Hasbro goes, what is probably Hasbro's most famous toy that kids played with, even back in our day? Tom, do you remember?
If I had to guess, I'd say Mr. Potato Head.
Bing, 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 bing. Mr. Potato Head. Mr. Potato Head's parent company, Hasbro, has announced plans to move its headquarters from Rhode Island to Boston. So a couple of lawmakers in Rhode Island says it's time to remove Mr. Potato Head from their Rhode Island license plates. There's a $40 specialty license plate that you can get since 2002, and half the proceeds go to the Rhode Island Community Food Bank. They've raised about $60,000 so far for the food bank in the last 20 some years, but legislators say it's time to stop advertising a company that's leaving town. And I kind of agree with them. That's probably what you want to do. Change it to something else. Pick another company to.
Well, yeah, that other thing from Rhode Island that they're famous for. That thing. What? Nothing. Okay. All right. So two things it's famous for. One, Brown University. Two, one of my favorite movies of all time.
Rhode Island, favorite movie.
Oh, and then there's Rhode Island Red too. Boy, I said, boy, listen to me when I'm talking to you, boy. Foghorn Leghorn. No, that wasn't Rhode Island Red, right? Rhode Island Red was somebody else. But anyway.
Foghorn Leghorn.
Yeah. Yes. Rhode Island Red was, but anyway, it's Dumb and Dumber. That's where they live. They live in Providence, Rhode Island.
Okay.
On their way to Aspen, that place France.
Well, next week here on the podcast, we're going to learn about a new not-for-profit. I think they just started within the last 8 or 10 months, called Hope for All. The founders, Derek and Vanessa, will be joining us next week here on In Crowd 815. Hope for All next week. And lots going on. We are still, I still need a couple more players for our In Crowd 815 trivia team that'll be playing the last Thursday of February as we support NAMI's trivia event at Park Lanes. That is on February 26th. February 26th at Park Lanes. Our normal In Crowd 815 networking group event for February is a special one this time because we're not doing a networking group event per se. We're doing this event instead, supporting NAMI at their trivia event at Park Lanes. The trivia starts at 6. So if you want to do some networking, get there at 5. So from 5 to 6, you'll have a chance to meet some folks and trade business cards and learn about some people's businesses. And then at 6, when the event starts, our team, or at least one of our In Crowd 815 teams, we're gonna have at least 2, possibly 3 again. I talked to people Thursday night that we're going to try to get another team in. The team that I'm heading up, we still need 2 more players. So Jake, Darian, and Chris are on my team with me already. I could still use 2 more people, and it's just $20 to be a participant in the contest. And you just did the one Thursday night. How did the one Thursday night go, Tom?
Oh, dude, it was wonderful. We had 9 teams. And by the way, let me just say, Danielle Angelari, we've had her on before. What a super, super gal. And I know I shower her with praises, but she deserves it. She really does. I totally embarrassed her the other night. I had everybody give her a nice ovation because she worked so very hard and she does such a great job and her heart is really in it. You can tell but more than that, she is just one of the nicest human beings I've ever met. She's just such an awesome person. Anyway, so it went well. We had 9 teams, probably, I'd say about 50, 55 players. Raised some really good money. The 50-50 alone was $180. I
Good
mean,
deal.
just the 50. That means we raised 300 and it'd be 360, right? Yeah, 360 just in the 50-50 alone, which I thought was really, really good. I
Nice.
thought that was really, really good. And the event itself went off without a hitch. We had a lot of fun. I had one question that I completely botched, but
Oh.
anyway.
Well,
Well,
as many questions as you do, you're bound to have a snafu once in a while. It happens.
well, the question was in the 1995 movie Buzz Lightyear, who voiced Mr. Potato Head? And the little guy turns around and goes, "Do you mean Toy Story?" I'm like, "Yo, yeah, Toy Story." Sorry, I didn't really botch it, but and it worked out. But my idea was because I labeled it to infinity and beyond, so automatically I was thinking Buzz Lightyear. But anyway,
All right.
it was really, really, really a good night, and
Good.
we'll do another NAMI one. We'll do another NAMI one here that you were just talking about in February. And then we'll do another one in March, and then that'll be it for the year. And then we'll, and I asked Danielle. I said maybe we do one more, like in September, October, or something. Maybe make it a Halloween NAMI or something. But then again, that may be too close to the January, February, March one. So 3 a year. By January it's done, or by March it's done. So who knows?
Well,
But,
hopefully we do have, by the way, and I think you already know this. Is this one on the screen? This one's not on the screen yet. Rock Valley Credit Union has a team in our Mass Karaoke Trivia Contest, and they chose NAMI as their not-for-profit.
That's right. Yeah, you told me that.
So let me see if I still have that. Let's see. There it is. Yeah, I think it is. It might take a minute to upload. But so NAMI will be represented at our March 19th event for the Mass Karaoke Trivia Contest. And then we are doing another one of these Mass Karaoke Trivia Contests October 1st. So maybe there will be a team playing for NAMI at that one too. But anyway, to talk all about that, we did have a chance to talk with our friends at 1440 WROK. And let's play that now and see if that sounds good. Riley, talk to me, please. Not responding, says the.
Hey, an event's coming up very, very soon, and our pal Greg Saunders is on the line. He's going to tell us a little bit more about it.
Oh yeah, sounds good.
Raising some money for Rockford's many, many nonprofits. Greg, good morning.
Hey, we're a week away, guys. We're a week away.
I know you're very fired up.
I'm so excited. Our masked karaoke trivia contest presented by InCrowd 815 is 1 week from tonight, this time at the Tabala Event Center, which they host so many great events. They have so many great connections with their local not-for-profits. And
yeah, that's the old one.
That's the old one.
I was going to say, don't freak me out like that.
That is crazy. Okay, so the interview that I did with WROK, and where'd it go? Did I label it wrong? Maybe it's this one. I did 3. Let's see if this one's right.
Let's warm up with the thought of maybe helping out some nonprofits and doing some good in the community. And for that, we lean on our friend Greg Saunders, who's always got something cool coming up that you should know about. Greg, good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. Let's stay warm.
Are you staying in the house? Are you calling us from the driveway? What are we doing this morning?
Oh, man, I'm just not looking forward to it when the dog has to go outside. Because right now she's like, nope, I don't have to yet. I'll stay inside.
I'm going to wait till you're good and cold, Dad. Then I want to go out.
Yeah. So here we go. Here we go.
All right, we're into a new year. We're into doing some more good for nonprofits.
Yeah, we're really excited to bring back version 4.0 of the masked karaoke trivia contest. And if you're hearing about it for the first time, no, people are not wearing masks and singing and answering questions. The twist to our contest that's raising funds for local not-for-profits is that the not-for-profits being played for during the contest, the identity of the not-for-profit is staying concealed, masked, if you will, until the end of the night when either the team is eliminated or they win. And this iteration, version 4.0 of the In-Crowd 815 Mass Karaoke Trivia Contest, has a $7,000 grand prize for the winning team's not-for-profit, courtesy of Medicare 411, who's been on board from us from the beginning when we started this in 2024. So we're real excited.
Nice. And this is such a fun event. I remember when you came up with this idea and you were bouncing it off people. I was one of the people lucky enough to hear about this. And on its face, it's like, wait, we're going to do trivia and karaoke? Well, isn't that two different evenings? No, you found a way to meld the two together.
It's a lot of fun. And when I was searching other communities and other event hosts for ideas like this to see if anyone else had done it, I only found one other guy in the Washington, D.C. area that did a combined karaoke trivia contest. And his iteration of it had nothing to do with not-for-profits or raising money. It was more of a corporate type of event thing, which I was like, okay, well, either way, I could see that this might be worthy of an attempt. So our iteration of this contest is basically two different things. You have a team of up to eight people who are playing a trivia contest. And we do 3 rounds of trivia. Each round has 7 questions. Each question's worth 3 points. So you could score 21 points in each of the 3 rounds. In between each round of trivia, the teams are randomly selected to send up their singer or singers to sing their chosen karaoke song, which is judged by some of our local celebrities. And we're real excited to announce today who our chief judge is for our next masked karaoke trivia contest. We have another Grammy award-winning lead singer of a band here in the 815. Have you met Renee Scrivano from the band That Girl?
I don't think so.
She is amazing. She's electric. Her band is awesome. Obviously, they're a Grammy award-winning group. They've been known for playing a lot of 70s music, a lot of disco type stuff and 70s funk stuff. And this year they've announced too that they're going to be going to a lot of the female-led, power pop from the 70s through today. And they're adding to their playlist for this year's That Girl shows. If you're a That Girl fan, you're going to be excited to see the new stuff that they have. And we're excited to have Renee as our chief judge this time, judging the karaoke performances at Tabala Event Center. And we're doing it all on March 19th. It's a Thursday night. We're back at Tabala Event Center. And 12 teams are able to compete for the $7,000 grand prize. Now, we only have 12 openings, and they're open to the public to sign up for starting tomorrow. And the question I always get is, well, how do we get a team together? Well, the 8 people on your team can be anybody you want. Anybody you want. The 8 people on your team can be anybody you want. However, it is a $400 entry fee, $400. You do need a business sponsor or business partner and a chosen not-for-profit that has a local presence. You can't just pick any old not-for-profit and say you're going to give them the money. No, we want someone with a local office, a local presence here in the 815. And that's really what, the heart behind this whole event is: the collaboration, the acknowledgement of our 815 area not-for-profits. And it's every event so far, we've had people in the room hearing about a not-for-profit that they had never known existed before, which you think is kind of crazy. 815 it's not that big of an area, right? We kind of all know each other. We tease, we joke at our networking group events that, everywhere else in the world is 7 degrees of separation, but here in Rockford, it's like 3.
Sure. But I know that I was one of those people who was at that event who heard about a couple of nonprofits I've never heard of.
Yeah, and it's pretty wild. So it's going to happen again this time. Someone's going to hear about a not-for-profit they've never heard of before, and then they're going to want to find out more, and they're going to want to maybe support them with a donation or some volunteer hours, and that is what this is all about, connecting up some great, generous local businesses with our awesome not-for-profits who are some of the kindest, most generous people you meet in the world. And then the winning team will win a $7,000 cash prize courtesy of Medicare 411. And the last winner back in November was Marshmallow's Hope, which is a newer not-for-profit here in the 815. A lot of people haven't heard of them before. They're serving our youth, again, with suicide prevention and counseling and stuff like that. So very wonderful that they won the $5,000 prize back in November. We've upped the prize to $7,000 for our November 19th contest. And starting tomorrow, you can enter your team.
For people who want to do just that, this sounds like fun. And by the way, guys, this is a lot of fun. If you want to get involved, what steps do they take?
Well, go look up InCrowd 815. You'll find us all over the socials. Facebook is probably your easiest place to go. So look up InCrowd 815, all one word, if you will, INCROWD 815. You'll find our page there. Our event page is on there as well. We are on Eventbrite. We use Bud for our tickets. If you want to be in the audience for this event, which is also just a fun thing to do, to be in the audience, grab a drink from the cash bar and vicariously play along the trivia as everyone else does. You'll be supporting this event that way as well. We'll be doing early bird audience discount tickets while they last. Those are actually going live today. So if you want to go, it'll only be $10 to go and witness the whole event.
Very cool. So March 19th, is that the date once again?
March 19th, a Thursday night at Tabala Event Center.
Yeah, you guys don't want to miss this. This is a lot of fun. You're helping out the non-for-profits. You got a great night out. Get to see who the smart ones are. You get to see the ones who can bluff their way through a trivia contest are and who the real good singers are, because you see some really, really big talent at this as well. Greg, as always, we wish you a ton of success with this. This is one of the really fun events, that you do multiple times now that it's got a life of its own. Hope more and more people discover it, show up for it, and have a great time with it.
Absolutely. And so, again, big time thanks to Medicare 411 for catching the vision of this back in 2024. We started out with a $1,000 prize back in October of 2024. We upped it to $2,000 in April of 25, $5,000 last November. Now we're up to $7,000 for the grand prize winning teams, not for profit, March 19th.
Yeah, throw in a couple more years and be like winning the lottery. So, yeah, you guys are going to
Come on.
want to get the team together and take part. Greg, as always, thanks so much for letting us know about this, and best of luck.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you.
There's our pal, Greg Plungers. Always got a great event up, and nobody knows not-for-profits better.
It's a good time out there.
It is a good time. Lucky enough, the team I was part of last time wound up being the winning trivia team.
Nice. Congratulations.
Yeah, we felt pretty good about things.
You should.
They do the honor system. You got your phone, put your phone down, don't go to your phone and all that. And
cheating in trivia, there's no fun doing that.
There isn't. And as I looked around the room, I noticed that nobody was.
Yeah, no, good crowd.
Now, Greg hires very large men who wander around and will break your arm if they see you do it. But other than that, I think, it's morals that got us through that. Not the threat of violence. Not the threat of violence.
And what I did not say on the interview, but I want to say this morning is we have $1,000 secondary prizes, if you will, to give to the top scoring karaoke team that doesn't win the grand prize, this time sponsored by Advice Marketing. Thanks to the Advice Marketing team for jumping in and covering the $1,000 karaoke prize. And then for the top scoring trivia team that does not win the grand prize, they will also win $1,000 courtesy of Jess Riley Mortgage Lending Team at Envoy Mortgage. So Advice Marketing and Jess Riley Envoy Mortgage, thank you for stepping up and covering those other prizes at the March 19th event. Now, the one thing I got to correct, when I did the interview, Tom and I hadn't met yet to go over some of the logistics of next contest for March 19th. I said something about points in the interview. We've actually tweaked that slightly. So the total trivia points possible this time is 75, and the total points possible in karaoke will be 75. And each team that does it, when they do their karaoke, will have 3 things that the celebrity judges are judging them on: their vocal performance, their stage presence, and the audience reaction. So you could get 25 points possible each for those 3 things. And then the 3 rounds of trivia will equal 75 points as well. So
the way it works out is 21 for the first round, 21 for the second round, and then 21 for the third round, with a bonus question of potentially 4 answers, 3 points each. And that gives you your 75. So 21 times 3 is 63. And then you'll have 12 points left. So 1 bonus question, and then an 8th question is what it'll be.
There you go.
So Yeah.
The perfect score will be 150. No one will get 150. That's not going to happen. But that would be the perfect passer rating, if you will, you NFL fans.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
All right. I think that covers all the business I needed to cover this week. Tom, anything else you wanted to chat on? We're a week away from the Super Bowl. There's what do they call what the skills competition or something today or tomorrow?
Yeah, the way they've done the Pro Bowl weekend thing is I will not ever watch it. I will never watch it. It's flag football now.
Flag football.
It's dumb. It's stupid. It's dumb. If you're looking for your football fix, don't bother watching it. I'm just saying it's dumb. The NFL can't do anything better than that. I know you don't want to get guys hurt. I liked it when we did the Pro Bowl after the Super Bowl. You still had 1 week left of whatever. And yeah, the guys weren't hitting hard. Nobody's going to get injured in the game. But I don't want the skills competition. I don't care. I just fine if you like it. If it gets ratings, if it gets advertising, fine. I'm out. I don't care. And I'm not down on the NFL for it. It sounds like I am, but I'm not. I'm just saying it's not for me. I think you could have done better. I really do.
It's different than the NBA. It's different than Major League Baseball. It's not. I don't know that it's that much different though than hockey. Hockey's figured it's something out. They've done a skills competition in the middle of the season that seems to be catching on pretty well. And of course, Rockford.
As long as you don't have the contact, you're fine. Right. Football's a contact sport. Basketball is too, to a degree. You're jumping up and you're 4 feet in the air, slam dunking or whatever. You come down and you come down on a foot, boom, yours done. So I understand all of that. Baseball, unless you're Ray Fosse in the 1970 World All-Star game when Pete Rose just absolutely bulldozed him, busted up his shoulder. Ray Fosse never played. He played, but he was never the same again. Career was severely shortened, and that was just dumb. There was no need for
that. So, well, anyway, Super Bowl 60 is a week from tomorrow. Seattle and New England in San Francisco.
Yep.
I saw a stat somewhere that showed that the majority of teams that travel west to play in the Super Bowl end up winning the Super Bowl. Which all that means is teams from the East Coast of the NFL there are more of them. So that made sense. So it was kind of a stupid graphic, but this year though, Seattle does seem to have the most complete team in the NFL. So New England definitely has a chance. They've got a team, but their schedule this year, the weakest schedule in all of the NFL.
Well, like I said, yeah, exactly. Like I said, if you're a betting person, put your money on Seattle. I mean, I would just because, and I could be wrong. So don't get mad at me if New England wins and you lose $50 or something. I don't want to hear it. You do what you want to do. But I just think that Seattle is one of the best teams I've seen in the last 10 to 15 years. They are amazing. They are absolutely run to the ball. They hit hard. They make so few mistakes. That's the thing. They make so few mistakes. Now they do have Tyreek Woolen, who is a very good player. He made that really, really stupid mistake in the Rams game, in the Rams Seattle game. He's over there jawing with the Rams team.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing, dude? You just gave them an opportunity on third down. It was going to be fourth down. You were going to get the ball back. You just gave them the ball back with 15 yards, and then they scored a touchdown. And it was within a touchdown. It was, I do it 31-25, maybe. I think it was something like that. Wow, dude.
Yeah, that won't happen in the Super Bowl. No, he learned his lesson, I'm sure. So that's not going to happen.
Oh, I don't know. I've seen dumb plays in the Super Bowl before.
It shouldn't. It should.
Leon Lett.
Right.
But anyway, holding the ball out as he's going in, and Don Beebe comes up and slaps it out of his hand.
Craziness.
So anyway,
absolute craziness.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting game. I'm looking forward to. What do you? I know I asked you this the other night. What are your plans for it? I don't know what I'm going to do. I may literally just sit at home and do absolutely nothing and just watch
Yeah.
the game.
I'm still waiting to see what my dad wants to do. We're talking about, we'll figure something out. I haven't really put anything in stone yet. So
I would invite you over to my house. I would have no problem doing that, except the problem is I have 4 dogs, 3 cats, 2 grandkids.
Yeah.
And it's such a loud house.
And
And
you know
my
how funny our
grandson would
dog
be
is.
likely to come in yelling at his brother, Ben, this and that. And I'd be like, Dominic, we are watching TV. We're watching the Super Bowl. Can you take it elsewhere? Well, Ben did this and Ben did that. It's like, oh.
Want to put this up on the screen real quick just to hype up our event again for March 19th. 47 days, 8 hours, 45 minutes and seconds away from the next Mass Karaoke Trivia Contest, our 4th iteration of the big contest. And again, a special big thank you to our grand prize sponsor, Medicare 411, for covering the $7,000 grand prize for the winning team. And last time it was a $5,000 prize for Marshmallow's Hope. So yeah, we've got 6 teams in so far. We have room for 6 more. If you'd like to get your team in, there's room for 12. Once 12 teams have signed up, we take no more. We're done. We're full. So it's a $400 entry fee. You get to have up to 8 players. So if you split the cost between 8 people, it's $50 a piece. Fun night. And you need a business sponsor partner. And of course, a legit not-for-profit that has a local presence. And if being a part of a team is not something you want to do, get your tickets and check out our Ticket Bud page. There's a link on incrowd815.com. And when you go to that link, this is what you'll see. And I will tell you right now, Tom, while they last, we have early bird half price discount tickets. There are 40 left as of today. So if you want to get in for just $10, there you go. $10. If you want to be the extra generous, super generous, almost like a sponsor of the event, we have tickets available for $100 too.
Very nice.
It's just there. It's there. Once the 40 early bird tickets are sold out, they go up to $20. So again, there's no deadline on early bird tickets. It's just when they are sold out, they're sold out. Same as with the teams. Once it's full, it's full. So yeah, don't procrastinate. Get them today while you're thinking.
I will see you tomorrow night, won't I?
You will see me tomorrow night because we're doing a trivia event tomorrow night.
Yeah.
For Harlem High School. They've got a big event coming up on Sunday. So looking forward to that. All right. Any last things before we jettison through the weekend?
No, but I got to ask, do we have a full team or do we need anybody else?
Oh, no, we're good. We're good for tomorrow.
We're good. Okay. All right.
We're good for
I'll
tomorrow.
get with you off the air. I'll text you and you can tell me. I know what time it is, but what door to go in and all of that, or you can tell me now. It doesn't matter.
Oh, well, tomorrow's event is at Rascals. It'll be a packed house. You'll probably have to park down the street. Yeah. Yeah. It's a big event.
That's right. It is.
It is a big event. So special thanks again to Dawn and Susan and Pat for joining us from Illinois, Special Olympics, Illinois Region A. Again, the Polar Plunge here in Rockford is March 7th. And the plunge itself is at noon. All the festivities start at 9:30 out at Olson Lake at Rock Cut State Park. Should be a good time. All right. Remember, friends, you change the world when you help one person. Be a blessing to someone this week, every day. We'll do the same and meet you back here next week for another In Crowd 815 podcast. Thank you, buddy.
All right. See you tomorrow, dude.
Bye.
Bye.
815 in crowd. 815 in crowd. 815 in crowd. 815.